Is hypercorrection linked to perceived language register? Imagine trying to sound more educated or formal, but ending up making a mistake that reveals you're still learning. That's what hypercorrection is all about. It happens when people try to match a higher or more formal language style but overdo it. People often associate certain language forms with being more refined or prestigious, so they consciously or unconsciously try to use those forms to seem more polished. For example, using you and I instead of you and me in all situations because they think it sounds more correct. But in casual speech, you and I is only correct when it's the subject of a sentence. Hypercorrection is linked to the idea of register, which is how formal or informal your language sounds. When someone wants to sound more formal, they might over-apply rules they've learned. This is especially common if they've received explicit language instruction or feel social pressure to sound proper. They might use whom instead of who or say between you and I to sound more sophisticated. This over-application shows an awareness of language differences, but also a lack of full understanding of the rules. It's like trying to dress up in a suit but wearing it incorrectly. The effort to sound more refined can lead to errors that actually make the speaker seem less confident or less knowledgeable. In many cases, hypercorrection is driven by a desire to fit in or impress others. People think that certain forms are markers of higher education or social status, so they adopt those forms, even if they don't fully grasp the rules. This is why hypercorrection is often tied to perceived language register. It's an attempt to sound more formal or educated, but it can backfire when the rules are misapplied. For example, someone might say, between you and I, this is the best solution, trying to sound more formal. But the correct way is between you and me. The mistake shows the speaker's attempt to match a higher register, but they overcorrect. Understanding hypercorrection helps us see how language users navigate different levels of formality. It shows how social expectations influence language choices. But it also reminds us that language is complex, and trying to sound more formal without full knowledge can lead to errors. So, to sum up, hypercorrection is directly linked to perceived language register because it's driven by efforts to adopt forms associated with higher or more formal language. These efforts often lead to over-application and mistakes, revealing the ongoing negotiation between social expectations and language rules.